want to keep the lock-on targeting, though. It's... meh. No thanks. Okay, so let's check out what's down there now. What's underwater? Did I get fruit down here? Do I have goodness? Singing.
As conceived in 1632 by Portuguese printing press operator André Felipe, boxing was a gentleman's game in which two men would square off and regale each other with stories monotonous for days on end,
What the fuck?
until one of them fell to the ground from boredom or exhaustion. Over the next few years, the new sport developed a respectable following of a few hundred local socialites.
What the fuck? Why did it end? It's like... Is it gonna tell me more stories? I could... Let's go left.
It was Felipe's son, André Felipe, who developed what he called the punching strategy in 1637, after seeing a schoolboy strike another in anger, causing him to fall down. When André Felipe challenged the then champion, British expatriate Sleepless Bill Bishop, to a match, Bishop was the odds-on favourite. You can imagine his surprise when, while he was describing what he had had for breakfast that morning, André walked up and thumped him in the neck, sending him down for the count, in the parlance of our time.
I don't understand what the hell this game is supposed to be.
While it was universally agreed that the boy had violated the spirit of the game, officials were unable to find any actual rule that punching violated, and were forced to let the victory stand. This upset caused an uproar in the boxing community large enough to spill over into local newspapers, which drew the interest of many outsiders to come see what all the fuss was about. The newcomers were enthralled to engage in these borderline barbaric displays of human strength and skill, and the rest is history. After a few spoiled sport school moms, single-minded about safety, added the padded gloves, of course.
Oh, God's above. What the fuck? Stainless, I hope you're as entertained as you were hoping to be. Is it easy to turn on the bot?
Today's boxing enthusiasts fantasize about a newcomer that would rock the ring the way Felipe did. Calcification of the modern rule set has essentially locked the punching strategy into place, but it's easy to get caught up in the fantasy. Young scholars with big dreams often enter the ring with their crazy new trick, usually a variant of hypnosis, and though they've achieved the occasional victory, none of the gimmicks have been robust enough to make it to the big time.
So I'm playing a maze in a shadow. Utilities folder on the desktop. Where are you? Hurry up, move over. Okay. There. Alright, where else to go? Proto, you are not the only one who has no idea what frog fractions is.
The real wonder, though, is that Andre Felipe's original vision of boxing is still around. Gentlemen's boxing clubs can be found in cities all over the world. You can visit one most any day of the week and see two erudite gentlemen exchanging pleasantries in the ring. Most people only come to watch a few hours of a match and then leave, but every once in a while you'll find amongst your elders a stout fellow, a die-hard fan, who perhaps witnessed that historic battle between Felipe and Bishop, who for love of the sport must stay to witness the last glorious seconds of wakefulness slip away, only to return to fight again another day.
Uh-oh. That sound effect. Uh-oh. Command module. Is that it? The rumbling seems to have stopped, and you feel the intense downward pressure let up. After a moment, you calm down enough to start taking in your surroundings for the first time since the seemingly dormant vessel sprang to life. Command module. The walls of this circular room curve to meet at a point that must correspond to the curved nose of the outer hull. Lining the walls, you see a porthole, a glowing display, and a control deck. A ladder leads aft. If you don't know how to get started, type help and press enter. Well, help it is. Whoa. What's next? This is a story that you interact with by entering simple English commands. Some examples: look around or just look, examine ball or just X ball, inventory or just I, get wrench, turn knob, push button, enter phone booth, climb stairs, open box, read book, pour orange juice into glass, put plate on placemat. And finally, remember the adventure gamer's maxim: if it's possible to do, it must be good and wise. What next? Look around. The walls of the circular room curve to meet at a point that must correspond to the curved nose of the outer hull. Lining the walls, you see a porthole, a glowing display, and a controlled deck. The ladder leads aft. Go up ladder. Captain's quarters. This looks like an all-purpose living area. A sleeping pod sits next to a nightstand. A ladder leads to the fore. An oriental rug lies in the center of the aft wall. Open sleeping pod. The lid seems to function automatically. Go down ladder. Okay, so the walls, look out, porthole. I only understood as far as look. Porthole. I don't understand that verb. Go to display. That's not a place you can go. Okay. Control deck. Best not to fiddle with the controls. Go to Earth. I only understood as far as go to. Go to Captain. Okay, go up ladder. Open nightstand. I open the drawer, revealing a thick manual. Read manual. It's a manual for the navigation computer and the command module. After leafing through it, you feel confident you understand how to use the interface well enough to set up a route back to Bug Mars. My score has gone up by 2 1/8 points. Set route Bug Mars. I don't understand what you want to set. Go to Bug Mars. I only understood as far as go to. Go to command module. Clamber across the ladder. The command module, the walls of the circular room. Okay. Control deck. But I want to fiddle with the controls. Set route. The screen spills forth a slew of steps such as spiral spinward at slant spathy system far faster than you can fathom. Bug Mars. The fuck am I supposed to do now then? Look around. Read display. A glowing green display shows a map of the galaxy with a destination you don't recognize marked and an ETA of about 3,000 ETA of about 3,000 years. Looking closer, you see two on-screen buttons labeled Route Details and New Destination. Route Details. Okay. New Destination. You definitely plot a course back to Bug Mars. The engines roar and you feel G-forces shift. The ETA reads 57 3/5 years. Huh. You run a diagnostic and determine that the vast majority of the time is going to be spent going through bug customs. Luckily, you can sleep through most of it. Your score has gone up by 3 1/3 points. Okay. Sleep. There's nowhere to sleep here. Captain room. Go up ladder. Use sleeping pod. You'll have to be more specific as to what you want to do with the sleeping pod. Sleep in sleeping pod. Your head has barely touched the pillow when an alarm begins repeating, perfume chamber empty. You will wake up cranky. You assume it's going to stop eventually, but a couple minutes later it still hasn't. You get up. There's no way you can sleep like that. The fuck now? Look around. This looks like an all-purpose living area. Sleeping pod sits next to a nightstand. Ladder leads to the floor. An oriental rug lies in the center of the aft wall. Look at rug. This decorative oriental rug sits in the center of the room. Looking at it more closely, it doesn't quite lay flat on the floor. There's a significant dip around the middle. Move rug. Moving the rug, you discover a recessed hatch below it. Open hatch. You have to work it a bit, but after you give the wheel a few spins, the hatch pops open. Look in hatch. The hatch is open. Yeah, I know. Go in hatch. You slip through the hatch. Engine room. Nearly every surface of this room is covered with a sticky pink goop, which seems to be thicker near a gray machine sitting in the corner. A hole in the wall exposes a nest of wires. There is a hatch leading back to the captain's quarters in the fore. Go to... Okay. Look at machine. The machine consists of a spigot aimed at a flat platform. A handwritten sheet of paper has been hastily taped over the base of the platform. Read paper. This is the out-of-order note included in your game package. Out of order. Look at pink goop. Thin coating of sticky pink goop covers every surface of the room. Look in hole in wall. I only understood as far as look in hole. So, look in hole. Peering into the exposed machinery, you can see what looks like an empty coffee can that you're guessing doesn't belong there. Take coffee can. You glance down at what you've taken. Huh, it really is a coffee can. What the fuck is going? Lick the goop? Are y'all insane? Oh my goodness. Put goop in can. You need to be holding the goop to do that. Pick up goop. The goop is stuck to the surfaces. Scoop goop with can. Scoop. Okay, fine. Scoop goop. I don't know what you want to fill that with. Fill can with goop. I don't want to lick the goop. I know that it's not real, but that's so gross. That's so gross. Fine. You're not hungry. Ha, see? It didn't work. The fuck is that even supposed to be? Seriously, Queen? Okay. Lick goop, you're not hungry. Open spigot. Okay, fine. Look around. Okay, so sticky goop everywhere. Thicker near the gray machine in the corner. There's a wall. And then the hatch leading back. Touch wires. You try to pull the wire away from the nearby components, but it returns to its natural position, touching the strut. Look at machine. Spigot aimed at a flat platform. Put can on platform. Open spigot. It's not clear how to get the spigot to work. Use wrench on spigot. Use tool on spigot. Oh God, I don't know what's going on. It won't let me lick the goop. It won't let me eat the goop. I put the can under the spigot. Now it won't let me open the spigot. Find tool. Find? No. Look for tool. Okay. Examine spigot. Oh wait, let's try this. Pour into can. Pour goop into can. Yeah, I looked at the wires. Look at wires. See? There's a bare wire in there, sparking as it makes contact with an adjacent strut. Turn spigot. What are the verbs again? Look around, examine ball. Inventory. I'm not holding anything. Get wrench. Dude, it's in the fucking thing and it won't let me get it. Turn knob. Turn spigot. Shit, I want to light myself on fire. Turn on machine.